You know, I've now spoken so much and so transparently about the Biden debate and the post-debate fallout, right? And so I need to caveat what I'm about to say with that. It's not to say there aren't fair criticisms, or you can express concern in a gazillion ways. That's perfectly fine. One thing that's happening, though, now that we've had that conversation, that we should also mention is that misinformation, ridiculous nonsense content is running even more wild about Biden, because now it's sort of open season. Anything is going to go viral, no matter how accurate it is, if it can be in the theme of Biden cognitive decline, right? Everything's going viral on that front. And it's important that we separate fact from fiction. And this is so upsetting, what I'm about to show you, because it's so easy to quickly fact check a claim like this. But some people just don't care about that, okay? Viral over facts for a lot of people. And Monica Crowley posted something. Then we'll look at a Republican senator responding to that, perpetuating this nonsense, not taking 2 seconds as a powerful senator to fact check himself. And he just got dogpiled, okay? And it's really satisfying to see. But Monica Crowley said, breaking. So very official, because she put breaking in all caps with a colon, with a little alarm emoji. Biden's reportedly having a medical emergency aboard Air Force One. Now, she even got hit, I should say, with a brutal, what do they call these? Community note that says Mr. Biden was filmed walking off of Air Force One when he arrived in Delaware after his trip to Wisconsin. This report is false. So I guess what they did was they missed that Biden got off, and then they were counting the minutes of how long they thought he was in the plane and just jumped to conclusions. He must be having a medical episode when he exited fine after the plane landed. But Mike Lee doesn't care about being accurate. It's too yummy to jump on this bandwagon. So he said, if Biden's having a medical emergency at this point on board Air Force One or otherwise, that raises a lot of questions. A lot of questions. What? What are they? State them. Also, how do I word this? You have 2 points maybe. First, given the last couple of weeks, I feel like you could be mean enough given what actually has happened. And number 2, you having to be dishonest in your attacks always makes me question, maybe there's not as much as you believe there to be. But again, not ignoring what we have experienced. Harry Sisson responded to Mike Lee, friend of the show, saying, you're a sitting U.S. senator and you're spreading utter BS like this. Shame on you, piece of trash. Then Ben Yellen said, should someone who tweets out false, unverified rumors about extremely important topics be a United States senator? Resign? And I'll get to a video that resurfaced because of this that is just devastating for old Mikey Wikey. Adam Kinzinger said, and he's a former Republican congressman, he said, you're a U.S. senator and spreading these lies, how far you have fallen. Isaiah Martin said, you're a sick person, Mike. Wow. How pathetic. And before we get to the video of Biden exiting, fine, to prove how ridiculous this is, and the video of Mike Lee being embarrassed by some of his past statements, Tom Fitton is very excited about his biceps here. No, he's excited about pushing a conspiracy about Biden resigning. I can tell you there is a chance that he's going to drop off the ticket. There is, okay? Right now he's the nominee, and as long as he is, he needs to defeat Donald Trump. And it's justified for him too, and he has the record to show for it and all that. And he actually might, it seems, maybe, we'll see how it progresses, drop out, even though he keeps saying that he's not going to. So right now, that's where things stand. But Tom Fitton also is so desperate to go viral that he has to push something that's just not going to happen, which is that Biden will resign from the presidency.
Hey everyone, I reported this week.
I'm sorry, I reported? This is not reporting, Tom, no matter how much you flex your bicep in the camera.
Hey everyone, I reported this week that I was hearing that President Biden was going to resign from office on Monday. I haven't seen anything to suggest that what I'm hearing is wrong. Hey everyone, I reported...
Okay. Every single that I've ever made in my life, I will put on a bet with someone that Biden's not going to resign from the presidency on Monday, okay? It's not going to happen, Tom. And also, if you could split screen it again, Jaden. I know, Luke, this is not important. Who cares? Who talks like that? So, I have it on good authority that Biden's going to be resigning. This is just an accident that my arm's like this, okay? I haven't seen anything to suggest otherwise. Okay, that's enough of Tom. If you appreciate the work that we do to put together the show every day, a way you can show that and help us continue to grow is by clicking the subscribe button. It's easy, it's free, but it makes all the difference. Back to the video. With that being said, here's Biden exiting perfectly fine the plane. Oh, medical episode! Oh my gosh! Not so much. Now, Adam Kinzinger decided, you know what? Mike Lee lying like that, because he can't Google, did Biden have medical episode, fact check. Because he chose to humiliate himself like that, Adam Kinzinger decided, you know what? Let's not stop it there. If it's Mike Lee getting dunked on day, let's continue it. And Adam Kinzinger responded to the video we're about to watch by saying, poor based Mike Lee, which is the username of a Republican senator, based Mike Lee. 7th grader? Based Mike Lee turned his man card years ago, or turned in his man card years ago. Let's see what he's referring to.
It's occurred to me on countless occasions today that if anyone spoke to my wife or my daughter or my mother or any of my 5 sisters the way Mr. Trump has spoken to women, I wouldn't hire that person. I wouldn't hire that person, wouldn't want to be associated with that person. And I certainly don't think I'd feel comfortable hiring that person to be the leader of the free world.
Really, Mike? Because now you really want to hire him to be the leader of the free world. You know how we've talked about numerous people? The person who came to mind just now is Mike Pence. And just sort of how it seems that he has a hard time exuding human vibes, right? Just being a person with normal emotions. Mike Lee also, I don't know why people struggle so much when a camera turns on, just being normal.
Occasions today that if anyone spoke...
Is it because he knows he's lying? I've had the thought on multiple occasions on this day that I would not allow someone to speak to women like Trump does. True, by the way. I'm not mocking that part. Unless I realize that that would further my political career. Then forget I ever said that. But I'm genuine because I'm squinting like this. And this is not, as you know, you have Lindsey Graham, all these people who've done that. But one person we haven't talked about is who Lawrence O'Donnell called out the other night, who's done a similar flip-flop on Trump for political reasons.
As their nominee, Republican Congressman Jason Chaffetz made his one and only appearance on this program that night when the Access Hollywood tape broke, and he said this.
I can't, my wife and I, we have a 15-year-old daughter. How in the world could I look my 15-year-old daughter in the eye and say, honey, you know what? Your dad endorses Donald Trump for president. I can't do that. And I won't do that. And that's why I'm withdrawing my endorsement.
He wasn't the only one. A bunch of endorsements were withdrawn that day. No endorsements, none, have been withdrawn from Joe Biden. None. Jason Chaffetz's daughter is now 23 years old. And she has watched her father fully endorse Donald Trump for president 3 times now, 3 times in a row, because only 19 days after Jason Chaffetz said that here on this program, he reversed himself and announced that he was voting for Donald Trump for president, and he did not explain to anyone how he explained that to his daughter.
Ooh. You know, if you're going to invoke your daughter, your mother, a family member, in what at the time was a very justified, on point statement about the vile character of Donald Trump, or if ever you're going to cite, again, invoke the name of your family members to make a point about how you are standing up for what's right, make sure that you're going to continue standing up for what's right for a while, not just like 3 days with Chaffetz. Because then you're going to have to answer for, as they never seem to properly, how it is that the statement you made aligns with your actions now. Mike Lee saying, I would never hire for just a job, cashier. I would never hire someone who speaks to women like that, much less the leader of the free world. Chaffetz saying, I can't explain supporting Trump to my daughter, given how Trump speaks about and now has been found in a court of law to have treated women. And then they're able to reverse course. How do you look in your family members' eyes, Mike Lee, Jason Chaffetz? Let me know what you thought of that in the comments. If you want to get an extra episode of the show daily, you can do so by clicking the join button below.